everyone, Melody here, back with a From the Heart Friday. And wow, it feels like it's been forever since I've actually sat down and talked to you because so many things have happened. So this is kind of what this video is about. A lot of stuff has happened and it's made me really think about the gift of every day and just where the Father has brought me in this season. Just all the things that have happened. Once I tell you, you'll understand. So let's just jump into it. Brandon and I, we were given the honor of doing some worship music at the President's house in West Palm Beach, Florida for an event, a pro-Israel event. It's called American Pro-Israel PAC, and they were putting on an event there. A bunch of incredible, powerful people attended the event, but they stand for Israel. They stand with our president, and they're the only conservative pro-Israel PAC that exists. So we went there, and it was, it's hard to believe that you're actually standing there even when you are, because we live here in a little tiny cabin and then we're standing there in the grand ballroom of the President's house at Mar-a-Lago. It was actually the first time that I ever sang the national anthem. I was terrified, but everyone seemed to like it, and then we were able to do some Hebrew songs, and I was actually able to sing the very first song I ever wrote, which is New Jerusalem, in front of all these people. There were a bunch of Jewish people there, there were a bunch of Christians there were people of all different walks of life, but with one heart for Israel, and it was really beautiful. There was even a Holocaust survivor that attended the event and gave a little speech. He was such a sweet little man, and he had a conversation with me and Brandon for a little while, but then they presented an award to him that night, and they actually had me sing the New Jerusalem directly to him after they presented the award to him. And so that was really just a surreal moment to be standing there with a song that I wrote when I was 15, and to sing it to someone who survived the Holocaust by hiding literally in the woods and was just protected by the hand of the Father. And even what the song is talking about, the very first few lines is, we look forward to the time when your people can come out of hiding, when your people can stop the fighting. And so to sing that was, I don't even have words to describe how beautiful of a moment and how beautiful of a memory that is. So we were just so honored to be there that night. We're looking forward to the future, seeing what else the Father has in store for APIP and us involved with APIP, and just everything Israel, because we so love the people of God. And so that was just a really special moment, special weekend. It was crazy to go into that kind of culture and then come out of that culture into what's everyday reality for us, and kind of just step back into that, but still remember where we were just the day prior. It was insane. What kept going through my head when I was sitting there in West Palm Beach getting ready for everything, when everything was happening, and even afterward, was Matthew 6:6. So I just want to read that real quick. But you, when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in the secret place, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. I have spent years just alone, completely alone with the Father. We literally live in a house on a hill now, and it's just us. There's a lot of days where it'll just be me here. Brandon will be out in town working on some projects. The family won't be on the property. It'll just be me here with the animals, and I'll just sit here and talk to Father. And this verse is real, guys. This is so real, and it's not that please don't misunderstand me that I'm in the secret place so that I can be rewarded. No, I'm not doing it with my own agenda. I'm just wanting to have a relationship with my Papa. And out of that relationship, a good dad isn't going to just let his kids go without. He's not going to not want to give them gifts. Because even if you're just a friend with someone, you're like, oh my gosh, I love you, let me buy you lunch or something, let's go out and go shopping, and I want to just treat you today because I love you so much and I love that we're in a relationship together. Like, that's just how the Father's heart works. It's how his heart beats for his people. And so I just want to encourage you to like spend time in the secret place. I know I talk about that a lot, but that is really key to living an abundant life. So that's kind of like the good stuff that I wanted to share with you. So we had this one beautiful, huge, amazing thing, and then a week later we have another event, but right after the event on our way home, something really traumatic happened. And so both of those things have really been like pressing on me and helping me have a different view of life and understand like, wow, this is all a gift and I cannot take it for granted. Like to really live in every moment and to just be immersed in every day. So anyways, past Sunday, we were in Charlotte for the Passover conference that we were leading worship for, but the conference had ended that morning. We visited my Nana, and then afterward we were on our way out of the city, but we're like, let's just watch a movie. Let's just watch a movie. We haven't been able to just kind of relax, kind of been in go mode for the past 2 weeks, so let's just relax for a second. We went to the mall right there. It was Concord Mills. We used to live in Charlotte and we used to go there all the time. But we went to Concord Mills and went to the movie theater, got Captain Marvel tickets. We were sitting there about an hour or so into the movie. This guy comes in and he's like yelling at his girlfriend. He was in there already, but he went out, came back in, and he was like, get your stuff, we have to go right now, a guy just got shot. And then they left, and everyone in the theater is like, did he just say what we thought he said? And no one was doing anything. As soon as the guy said that and everything was happening, my stomach just dropped. Something was not right. And I didn't know if the guy was like playing a prank on everyone, a really terrible prank, or if something was really wrong and there really was what happens in the news. Like, these thoughts go through your head and you're like, is there really a shooter in here? Is this like something I've seen in the news or in movies? Where am I gonna hide? Where are we gonna run? I just leaned over to Brandon. He was like, should I go check it out? I'm like, yeah, I think you should. He was being such a brave husband, but he was scared too. It was just him and another guy that walked out of the theater to check it out. Out of everyone in the theater, it was just 2 guys. And so he told me that he was so scared. He didn't know what would be on the other side of the door, but he was going to check it out for the sake of his wife. He opens the door and everyone was already out of the theater right across from us. And he started to talk to the guy that was standing right around that area apparently, who was in the theater. And it was for real, guys. There was actually a shooting right across from the theater that we were in. And the mall was just shutting down. They were getting people out. Oh, it was scary, but apparently Brandon was talking to the guy and he said that it happened a few rows back behind him. There were a couple guys arguing, and then he saw a couple flashes of lights, and then he heard a couple gunshots, and then immediately people just went into a frantic mode and ran out of the theater. And apparently also, this might be kind of graphic, but the guy's blood kind of splattered places too, so that was causing people to be really freaked out as well. But apparently the guy shot him and ran, and they didn't catch the shooter. I don't know if they have yet still, but for that one phrase is what got Brandon to be like, okay, we're leaving. We don't know where this guy is or why he shot the guy. We are getting out of here. And so he went back into the theater, told me, Melody, this is for real. Get your stuff. Let's go. It was the scariest moment of my entire life. I had never felt that scared ever. And the whole time Brandon was gone, I was sitting there just like praying in tongues. I was like, just please, please, please protect my husband. It was terrifying. And then he comes back and he tells you it's really happening and that we need to get out. And so he and I get out of the theater as fast as we can. Again, they're shutting the whole mall down. Everyone's trying to figure out what to do, and we walked outside, and immediately when you walk outside, the whole place is surrounded with like police cars and an ambulance with the guy who had just got shot, and there was fire trucks coming in and more policemen, and everyone was getting in their cars trying to get out, so there's traffic, and it was just really intense. I was shaking. It was a crazy, scary moment. And then we finally got out. We got on the interstate and headed back to Tennessee where people aren't crazy like that and shoot people in movie theaters. It gets crazier, by the way. So we're checking the news, we're calling people, we're like, hey, we're okay, just wanted to let you know if you see it on the news. Go through the news, nothing. Finally, a few hours go by, they had updated the news report. It was 2 black guys that got in an argument over seating in the theater, and the one guy just decides, I'm not happy, I'm gonna shoot you, and run. And that's what happened, and it causes the whole mall to get shut down and for everyone to go into frantic mode and be scared. And it was all because of 2 guys fighting over seating in a theater. That's the world we live in now. But yeah, Brandon said we're never going to a movie again without his gun, because he carries, and it's just really sad that that's what this has all come to at this point in the world. It's just really sad. But I guess what I'm trying to get at in this video is, if you've been wondering why I haven't been making consistent videos as usual, that's why. There's kind of been some crazy stuff happening. President's house, another conference, and then a shooting. So that's why, and I promise I'll get back into the swing of things very soon. But what I want you to just take from this video is cherish every moment that you're given, because it's all a beautiful gift, and be faithful in the secret place, because the Lord has been, it's so evident that He longs to reward His kids in the open places whenever we have those secret place moments with Him. It's such a real thing, and you have to take hold of that, because each and every one of you can receive that for yourself. And it's really beautiful, and I'd hate for you to miss out on that. Yeah, so just take that. Oh, and get your carrier's license. You never know when you're gonna have to defend yourself, apparently. But that's a very real thing as well, and I do stand for that. But that is all for today. Sorry for all the randomness and all the stories. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like and share it with people who you think would also enjoy it. As always, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're always posting new videos whenever crazy things aren't happening, and I'd love to just hear what you guys want to see on this channel. I really have been striving to build a place of peace and joy. Whenever someone comes to this channel, I want them to be able to hear music that is encouraging and that is just creating a soaking atmosphere for worship. That's what I really am passionate about. But if you want to see something different from that, let me know. Just comment down below what other videos you'd like to see, whether it's, I don't know, just whatever. I'm up for it, because I just love you guys, and I want our family to grow and grow and grow. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.